Listen, if you truly want to transform your personality, if you want people to respect you, if you want people to listen when you talk, if you want your presence to be felt before you say a single word, then understand this one rule: speak less, mean more. This is not just a phrase. This is a weapon, a mindset, a personality shift that can change your entire life. Most people talk too much. They waste their energy, they expose their weaknesses, they reveal their fears, they give away their power, all because they don't understand silence. But you are here because you want a stronger personality. You want authority, presence, power. So today, I'm gonna give you the truth, raw, unfiltered, aggressive. Because if you apply this, your personality will become sharper than steel. Part 1. Why you must speak less. Let me tell you something. Weak people talk too much. Strong people talk when needed. The world has become loud. People are desperate to be heard. Not because they have something powerful to say, but because silence scares them. They talk to fill the emptiness. They talk to get attention. They talk to impress. They talk to look important. But here's the truth. When you speak too much, you lose value. When you speak too much, your words become cheap. When you speak too much, your personality becomes noise. In a world full of noise, power belongs to the person who can stay silent. Silence is not weakness. Silence is control. Silence is precision. Silence is power. When you don't speak, people start noticing you. They wonder what you are thinking. They become curious, and curiosity gives you control. You transform from ordinary to mysterious, from predictable to unreadable, from talker to observer, and observers rule the room. Part 2. The power of observation. If you want a stronger personality, you must develop the eyes of a hunter. Observation is your advantage. While others talk without thinking, you watch without reacting. You study people. You read their intentions. You learn their weaknesses. You understand things before others even notice. Being silent doesn't mean you're passive. Being silent means you're collecting information, and information is power. Your silence allows you to see the truth behind people's words, understand who is fake and who is real, predict behaviors, stay mentally ahead, make smarter decisions, speak with precision when the moment arrives. Observation builds a personality that people respect because you're not reacting emotionally, you're acting intentionally. Most people speak from emotion, impulsively, carelessly, but you will speak from clarity, from calculation, from strength. That's the difference between someone with a weak personality and someone with a dominant personality. Part 3. When you speak less, your presence grows. Listen carefully. A loud person gets attention for a moment. A silent person gets attention forever. Your silence makes people respect you, fear you, admire you, study you, listen to you, wait for your opinion. Your silence becomes your aura. Your silence becomes your identity. When you walk into a room and you are quiet, you don't disappear. You become the center. Because silence makes people think you know something they don't. It makes them think you are confident enough to not prove yourself. It makes them feel your power without you saying anything. That is personality strength. Not by speaking more, but by speaking less. Part 4. When you finally speak, people listen. The purpose of silence isn't to stay silent forever. The purpose is to build value behind your words. When you speak less, but you speak with purpose, people listen. They pay attention. They take your words seriously. Your voice becomes strong, not because you speak loudly, but because your silence has weight. Look at the most powerful leaders. Look at the wisest monks. Look at the most feared warriors. Look at the most successful businessmen. None of them speak unnecessarily. They talk only when needed, and when they speak, their words carry impact. That's what you must become. A person whose words matter. A person whose voice carries strength. A person whose opinion has weight. Part 5. Mindful speech. The art of speaking with precision. Now comes the real weapon. Mindful speech. Not emotional speech. Not reactive speech. Not impulsive speech. Mindful speech. This means think before you speak. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Speak directly. Speak with intention. Your goal is not to say many words. Your goal is to say the right words. People with strong personalities don't ramble. They don't explain themselves too much. They don't chase validation. They don't need to be understood by everyone. They communicate with a sharp, clean voice. Every word has purpose. Every sentence has direction. Every moment has control. That means more you speak. Less, but when you speak, you change the room. Part 6. The silence mindset. To master personality strength, you must adopt the silence mindset. This mindset says, I don't need to talk to prove myself. My silence is stronger than their opinions. I don't speak to be liked. I speak to be respected. I observe first. I act later. I speak only when it creates impact. When you have this mindset, you stop wasting energy on unnecessary conversations. You stop arguing with fools. You stop explaining yourself to people who don't matter. You stop responding to every insult or opinion. You become unshakable. Because silence makes you untouchable. People cannot attack what they cannot read. People cannot manipulate someone who doesn't react. People cannot overpower someone who doesn't seek approval. Your silence becomes your shield. Your silence becomes your armor. Part 7. Silence as a form of respect. Understand this. Silence is not disrespect. Silence is control. Silence is maturity. Silence is discipline. A strong person doesn't interrupt. They listen. A strong person doesn't argue. They understand. A strong person doesn't dominate with noise. They dominate with presence. Your silence shows you don't need attention. Your silence shows you don't need to compete. Your silence shows you don't need validation. And that earns real respect. Part 8. Silence in anger. This is where 90% of people fail. They talk when angry. They explode. They react. They lose control. Remember this. The one who controls their tongue controls the situation. When you are angry, let silence be your strength. When you stay silent in anger, people feel your power. They feel the storm inside you. Not through your words, but through your restraint. A man who is loud in anger is weak. A man who is silent in anger is dangerous. That is personality strength. Part 9. Silence makes your confidence real. Confident people don't need to show off. They don't need to impress. They don't need approval. Their silence proves their confidence. When you speak less, you look more sure of yourself. You look more knowledgeable. You look more controlled. You look more mature. You appear more stable. You appear more powerful. Your personality becomes magnetic. People are drawn to you because they can feel your energy. You become a person of depth, not surface. A person of presence, not noise. A person of value, not emptiness. Part 10. How to practice speaking less. Here are the steps to transform your personality starting today. 1. Talk only when necessary. If it doesn't add value, don't speak. 2. Observe more than you speak. Let others reveal themselves. 3. Don't rush to answer. Pause, think, then speak. 4. Don't explain yourself too much. Explanation weakens you. Clarity strengthens you. 5. Cut unnecessary conversations. Protect your energy. 6. Don't seek validation. Silence is your confidence. 7. Let your actions speak. Words are noise. Actions are truth. If you follow these rules, your personality will transform faster than you think. Part 11. Your presence will become a force. Imagine this. You enter a room. You don't speak. You don't try to impress. You don't chase attention. You simply sit, silent, calm, composed. And people feel your presence. They respect your energy. They notice your confidence. They sense your strength. This is the personality you are building, a personality of power, authority, depth, confidence, mystery, discipline. When you speak less, you become more. Final message, the new you. From today, stop being loud. Stop being reactive. Stop being available with your words. Become a person who speaks with purpose. Become a person whose silence is stronger than others' noise. Become a person whose presence demands respect. Remember, weak people talk. Strong people communicate. Legends observe. Your silence, your observation, your precise speech, these will shape your identity. These will build your personality. These will give you power. Now, walk into the world with this new mindset. Speak less, mean more.